This video presentation is brought to you by Cour's Mass Machine Nutrition. Real physical development, real sports nutrition. Visit the Mass Machine Nutrition website today at www.massmachinenutrition.com. By House of Pain Ironwear. You can get all the workout clothing, Cour and Tyrus Reed wear at www.houseofpain.com. And by Natural Muscle Magazine. You can read the online version at www.naturalmuscle.net.
Now today I want to talk a little bit more about goals and goal setting and telling everybody about your goals. I received some emails after our last video, and guys basically had the same sentiment. They asked me the same type of questions. Is it really a good idea to tell people about your goals? I don't want to appear cocky or arrogant. Or I have some friends that when I tell them what I'm going to do, they do things to discourage me, or they tell me I can't do it. And I really don't like that type of distraction. Do you really think it's a good idea to tell people about your goals? Tyrus, can you identify with some of those things that I got the emails about friends in your life, and when you tell them about what you're doing, your ambitious plans, any negative reactions?
Yeah, a lot of like my close friends, they're just kind of, oh yeah, that's cool, whatever. They don't ask too many questions about it. But then people that I work with, that don't know me that well, they just kind of know who I am because we work together. They look at it as weird. They're like, really, you want to bodybuild? That's gross. Guys that big are gross, and I just ignore them. Really, I do. I don't let them bother me because I don't care about what they think. Like I said before in the last video, I grew up in a way where I had to kind of build a wall and be strong with it, and have that kind of mentality. And I don't let people bother me that have a negative influence on my life.
Right. That's a very great quality to have, to not let other people's opinion of you affect what you do, how hard you push forward. And you develop those things as a young boy. And from my experience helping out men all throughout the world through bodybuilding and training, get tons of emails. Hey Skip, I'm doing this training routine or this diet, and this guy in the gym tells me I'm doing it wrong, and it shakes my confidence. Or with the Manformation program that I do, that subject comes up a lot. It's that approval from other people. And let me just tell you this, when people, they just use you as a source of inspiration or a way to measure their lives against yours. So if they see you fit and healthy or going for these ambitious goals, it's really not about you. So you can't take it personally. It's really about, well, what does that mean to me? What does that mean to me? Am I being ambitious? Should I be more healthy? And of course, they've already made the decision that that is not as important to them, ambitious goals, staying healthy, building muscle. They've already made that decision in their life, and so they have to discredit the value you put on it. But the overall benefit of committing your dream, your vision to other people, making yourself more accountable on a day-to-day basis, it far, far, far outweighs any negative side effects of telling people your goals. So keep that strategy in mind. Understand that you might be the topic of somebody's conversation, but bottom line is they don't really care about you. They got their own lives, they got their own worries, and that's what they're worried about. And if you want to think about that with you. When you see somebody and they do something what you don't agree with is silly, you just kind of blow it off and then you go about your day. Well, that's the way they're thinking about you too. It's a topic that always comes up through all my years of coaching, the influence of other people. So if you're being challenged by that, I certainly understand. You got to keep on keeping on, keep on doing your thing, and tell people about your goals, regardless of any negative opinions you might get every once in a while.
Another thing, about just my friends, my family. They even kind of give me a hard time sometimes. When not now that I'm with Skip, they don't anymore. Now they're completely behind me. But before this, they were always around when my dad was competing, and when I came to tell them that I'm gonna compete, they were like, no. They basically said no. That it's bad for your body. Your body's gonna make you do this and da. I didn't care. I was like, I know what I want to do. I don't care. I look at everything as a learning experience. It could break me down. Who knows? He looks good. He's been doing it for 20 years, and he looks great. So who knows what's going to happen to you? You never know what's going to happen. So I'm not going to not do something because of what may happen. And I've kind of realized that I want to do this, and I'm going to do it full-heartedly. And 100 miles an hour, I'm not going to stop until I break.
Right. Well, it's all about going for what you want in life.
Yeah.
It's about chasing your dreams, whether you win or lose or anything in between. When your life is over, do you really go for your dreams? And getting back to family, and when family has somewhat of a negative influence, there's two things to remember. Just take on the belief that your family only wants the best for you. Even though they may sound negative, they're only watching out for you. All right, that's number one. Number two is the proof to get your family behind you is you totally enjoying what you're doing, being totally committed, and being successful and happy at what you do. When they see you focused, committed, driven, passionate, and happy, they're going to be all on board. And once Tyrus made this all kind of gel, and he started seeing the benefits not only in his body, and he became more passionate, started getting involved in the setup that we have right now, they're seeing success and they're seeing happiness and all the positive things that come through it. The proof is in the validation. And Tyrus created his validation. Now everybody's on board. So if you're getting negative influence from your family or anybody else, keep on keeping on, be passionate, be committed, make it work, and they'll all be on your side too.
Take your bodybuilding and training efforts to the next level. Visit my skiplacour.com website and invest in my DVDs, ebooks, and audio seminar courses. This video presentation is brought to you by Skip LaCour's Mass Machine Nutrition. Real physical development, real sports nutrition. Visit the Mass Machine Nutrition website today at www.massmachinenutrition.com. Follow this Mass Machine Nutrition website as I outline, explain, and coach 23-year-old natural bodybuilder Tyrus Reed, my Mass Machine training program. It's a physical, mental, emotional, and psychological approach to bodybuilding and training.